Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Groundhog's Day. Now this is a hop that has been going on for a couple years now, and last year this was my layout right here. And what you do is the first year we created a layout, and then the second year we scrapjacked that layout. The third year we scrapjacked the second year's layout. And this year's the fourth year, so we are scrapjacking the third year's layout. So I've got some photos out of my 2022 albums that I'm working to finish. And besides that, that's all I got. So let's see what I can do. Guys, so I've pulled out a couple of things. I have a red sheet of cardstock. I've got this tree paper that came from a Chamel collection. I figured that the tree and the nature and the growing and the look it up, like looking up into the treetops, kind of fit with the theme of the photos, which is let's grow together, right? Like it's showing all of the growth that you can do at Target. And I had a bunch of things that I was at Target. So I'm going to go ahead and use that because I felt like it worked, right? Like, to me it worked. So in my layout that I am jacking, I was not too pleased with last year's jack layout. I like the first 2 years better because I had, maybe this is year 5. I don't know. I can't remember. We've been doing this a while, you guys. My first year I used a stencil, used the falling leaf stencil, and then the next year used the print that I had pulled from the falling leaf stencil. And then I guess I just felt like I lost all of my creativity. This layout, I'm okay with this layout. I've got some negative feelings still in my life from my ending times at Target. So that might be putting in a little bit of those feelings towards it. But the layouts that I'm doing, like to catch up on the 2022 albums, are there for a reason, right? Like I haven't done them for a reason. And the reason is they aren't evoking such an emotional response from me that I want to scrapbook the photos. Or it could be that they got lost and mixed up in how I organize my photos, because let's face it, the photos don't stay organized no matter how hard I try. I got to reorganize them every so often. Or it could just be where it's like Christmas and I get Christmased out after I do my December project and don't want to scrapbook Christmas right then. Because I have to pull out Christmas supplies because Christmas doesn't stay out in the general population. It's got its own little spot. And I just forgot where I was going with all of this, you guys. Oh, the 2022 photos. So yeah, when I'm wrapping up the album, it's the ones that I'm using to fill in the gaps. It's the layouts that I haven't done yet for those reasons. So I don't feel like I need to spend hours upon hours creating a layout, right? I originally was going to use this smile word because it was red, it was floral, it kind of met with the whole growth theme that was going on right here. And I just decided that it would go here instead, even though in all of my other layouts and all of the other things I've jacked, it's been in the bottom right-hand corner. Ultimately, that word doesn't stay there. That word, spoiler alert, doesn't even make it on the layout. I am looking for some florals because I do need a little bit of decorative bits, and I do have florals in the last one. So I'm just trying to figure out how I can get some florals onto this layout with a little pop of color, right? Like, it's very weird because I'm scrapbooking Christmas colors. I'm scrapbooking red and green right now, but it's not reading Christmas. Hopefully you aren't looking at this and it's reading Christmas. It's definitely reading Target vibes to me. So I'm going to figure out what flowers I want to use exactly, and figure out that I don't want to use that smile word on the layout, and that is fine, you guys. There have been times when I'm scrapbooking and I challenge myself and make myself have a rule, right? Where it is, okay, I'm going to, if I pull out these products, I'm going to have to use something off of everything, right? And that was a rule for a while. That was a rule for a while before the Never Ending Kit. And I don't feel that need anymore. So if you've watched a video of then and I'm saying, you know, I've pulled it out, I got to use something from it, and then you see me later on pulling something out and not using something from it, you're probably like, what in the world is going on with this woman? Sorry, I just got distracted by the snow. Yeah, it's snowing. I don't like it. But you know, your philosophies and everything can change while you know, the course of your creativity. Ooh, your philosophies, your thought process. That stuff all changes and evolves. So I could say something one day and it be utterly truthful, and then come, you know, 6 months, a year down the road, it is completely something different, and it's still utterly truthful. I guess I'm saying that because I don't want to feel like I need to be stuck in a rut, and I don't want you to feel like you need to be stuck on a rut, especially when we're doing a Groundhog Day hop, right? Like, there's enough of change from year to year to year to scrapbooking the same layout, that makes me happy, right? Like, if I was scrapjacking exactly, then the joy would not be there for me. I would not enjoy that. It's the changes and the ways that I take inspiration from the previous layouts, right? Like, this layout only has one torn edge, and that's vellum. That's an overlay over the entire layout. Whereas this last layout had a bunch of torn edges. So I like the fact that we can grow and change and evolve and make our layouts in whatever way we want, even if we're scrapjacking ourselves over and over and over again. I guess I had all of that to say. What a long, convoluted way to get there, people. But yeah, it's also snowing right now. It's there. I look outside and I get cold. So that is there. I am using my Tailored Expressions unsticker sticker thingy, or I don't know what it's called, to get rid of some of the sticky so that I can move things around and figure out what I want it to do. I also decided that that smile word probably could be used on a different layout. Like, it doesn't have to be on like some sort of growth layout or something like that, even though the colors would have been perfect for it. I decided to go with the word bloom. I hate the word bloom in scrapbooking. I don't hate it. It's just not my favorite, right? Like, it's not bloom and grow, bloom and grow, bloom and grow. I'm like, get over it. Find us another word to say besides bloom and grow. But for this, with the cheesy grow and watering can and pots and leaves and all of that thing, I figured it worked, right? If your theming works, then theme it all up and have it go. I guess, I don't know. But yeah, so the theming worked. I even used these bees that I swore I would never use, and I chastised myself when I was condensing the sticker sheet and left them on there. I was like, you're never going to use those, but holy Moses, you guys, I sure did. All right, you guys, that is going to do it for this layout. Hopefully I can figure out how to add to the playlist. I haven't been able to do it all month. So if I'm not on the playlist, I'll find somebody and they'll be on the playlist. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.